everybody. Hope you're having a great day, everyone. And today I want to talk about, the major crypto news, right? And this is in a very concise and curated version. Hope you like it. First, we have pillar of news related to the fundamentals and the marketing of the Bitcoin. Second group of news is related to token, and the last one is on scams. So be very careful about scams. So first, let's go into Bitcoin community takes notice when Wells Fargo experiences system shutdown in the US. So Wells Fargo had given a tweet, right? 7 February, 7:05 a.m. This is in US, and they say we are experiencing a systems issue that is causing intermittent outages, and we are working to restore services as soon as possible, and we apologize, right? And so what happened was there was a response by crypto influencer Anthony Pompliano saying that Wells Fargo system is shut down right now, but Bitcoin never shuts down. So this is a very poignant point about the bank system being Wells Fargo is a very, very major, big retail bank in the US, right? It's not a small, unknown bank in a small country somewhere. It's a big bank, millions of customers, right, in US. And now they're having an outage, and it's just not a short while. It is second time in a week. And this is a shutdown of all the online system, online banking, mobile banking, ATMs, debit card, credit card. None of that can work. And they haven't even give a very clear explanation, and also, right, what are they going to compensate their customers, right, just to appease them, nothing like that. But on the other hand, you have Bitcoin, which is such a new invention but never shut down in its 10-year history, right? Because even if one node shut down or one system shut down, there's always so many people, because of a decentralized nature, so many other people in the world that will have a copy of the Bitcoin and will continue running it, continue mining it, and then transactions can still be processed by other supercomputers out there, right? But in a centralized system like a banking system that, even though they have only a few backups, still everything doesn't work in this instance, right? And it's the second time in a week, and that is really, really frustrating because such a bank employing so many people, investing so much money into their system, still can experience such short outage. It's really, really an embarrassment, right? And and that is why people are flocking into Bitcoin. That's why you see adoption increasing every day, right? But that is also good, I think. With something like this, it definitely gives a lot of visibility to an alternative system like Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Next, you have a report in a Medium that shows that Bitcoin transactions per day increased to January 2018 levels. So this is the Bitcoin transaction per day, and very recently it has increased to about 1 year ago. But don't forget, 1 year ago was when Bitcoin prices almost peaked at 20,000. But now we are in such a bear market for a long time, over 1 year now, right? And prices are still very depressed. So this is impressive. So it talks about the maturity, and it speaks to the evolution of the industry, how far we have come. And not only that, very recently, Anthony Pompliano also have talked about a lot of the fundamentals of Bitcoin being very strong despite the year-long winter. Here you can see the blockchain wallet users has been steadily increasing regardless of the prices. Total number of transactions continue to increase. Hash rate, which means the computing power used to generate Bitcoin, continue to increase, although it has slight drop, but still the overall trend is up. Cost of the transaction is down because just generally there are more people into the game, and then the mining software is basically people are producing it at scale, and with advancement of technology, the cost is just reducing. Though next, you have CNBC's Brian Kelly thinks there's no Bitcoin ETF to be approved until 2020 or later. Why he say that is because he thinks that regulations still need to be very clear first. Then you need to have a crypto exchange that is regulated by the SEC, and he said that and who can be regulated by SEC? It has to be a big name. It has to be either ICE, right, who's owned by the owner of New York Stock Exchange, right, Bakkt, BAKKT, or Aries X coming on board. So all those is not yet, right, although they are coming soon, but still no firm date on their launch because they're still waiting for approval from SEC. So, and then it will take some time, right, for everything to be in place before ETF can be approved. And that sounds right, because we're already in February of 2019 and Bakkt has still not yet even approved, right? Because of the government shutdown, they has been delayed. And then now that they open, they still have so much backlogs to do, right? So it will take some time for them to approve Bakkt as well. And after that, they need to have some stability to make sure everything is in place, right? Before you can have next big infrastructure to be launched, right? So 2020 sounds right, right? Though Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao also say that we don't need a Bitcoin ETF actually. You just need more builders in this space, more good projects, more talents, focusing on their time and resources just to make sure that they develop killer products, right, for this space. Then adoption will come. Then if it's a great product, people will just flock to you and usage will just increase. Crypto broker led by Uber and E-Trade alums is going public. Now, this New York stockbroker, New York-based Voyager, they are a cryptocurrency brokerage. And what is so interesting about them is they already launched in mid last year, mid 2018, and they are by alumni of Uber and E-Trade. E-Trade is just electronic trading platform. So these people definitely have a lot of experience behind them, right? They have experience running big companies and taking them to huge places, expansion. And now that they are working on Voyagers, definitely give a lot of credibility. And what's special about Voyager is that unlike cryptocurrency exchange, what they're trying to do is like they're trying to be an aggregator. They're trying to source the best price for customers, and they're partnership with about 10 exchanges now, and they continue to talk with more. So to give more choices for customers and also to make sure that they get the best price. The other best thing about this company is that they're offering zero transaction fee. So how do they earn revenue? Is that they will earn a spread. So as long as they can execute at a better price than what they quote their customers, they will earn that spread. So they make sure that they have to execute at a great level, right? At a very speedy and at they can have good partnership with a huge exchange. Then gives them a lot of liquidity, then only they can get a great price. Now that they're going public is very key because that they're going through reverse merger, because if they will just apply for listing, it is super hard. But following Galaxy Digital, who's owned by Michael Novogratz, former Goldman Sachs partner, Footstep, right? They have acquired a shell company that have been, no more operations since 2015. They have acquired that company and then, they're able to list on Canada Stock Exchange. And that's huge because now with the credibility of a listing, that they have to file, quarterly results and a lot of their practices and also yearly annual reports. So they have a lot of transparency and credibility. So this will give, investors a lot of confidence to invest and also, be their customers. So that is huge. But now, right, that they are still very new, that they only have approval to operate in about 10 states in the US, and though they're expanding their operations to launch their operations in international geography. And of course, the listing will also help them to gather more funds, right, for their expansion. So definitely a lot more competition to, single exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, right? But so that is good. I think all this will just give customers much more choices and just make sure every other player out there to stay on their toes, right, and make sure that they offer the best for their customers. Next, crypto futures platform ErisX hires execs from Barclays and YouTube. So ErisX, they are looking to launch spot trading first for Bitcoin Cash, Ether, and Litecoin in second quarter of this year. And then after that, futures trading in second half of this year. ErisX is huge because they're a new exchange, but they have a lot of very strong backers behind them. Who are they? Nasdaq, Fidelity are among the people who invested in them. So huge names. And now that they're able to attract, of course, with huge investments, that they're able to attract huge talents. From Barclays COO, 11 years experience, right, including over-the-counter trading. And from YouTube, head of infrastructure, Arnold Cornell, who was a technical programmer with focus on YouTube TV streaming service. Not only that, they also hired someone from CBOE, the futures market, John Denza, right? Joining them as business development executive, so trying to get sales, right? So very, very good because you need people with a lot of experience to join this crypto market to actually boost your customer base straight away, right? On the token news, you have Ripple teams up with 10 new University for Blockchain Research Initiative. Now, in end of last year, Ripple makes news because they are able to partner with Tsinghua University in China, who is one of the top Ivy League universities in China, and that's huge because this means that although China is so not pro-crypto, but they are able to accept a partner because Ripple provides scholarship, right, for their talent. And this is huge because when China opens up in the future, when they are friendly to crypto, guess who's going to be their partner first, right? It's going to be Ripple, of course. And now that they are able to secure very huge names in US, Singapore, so is Carnegie Mellon, Cornell, Duke, Georgetown, Morgan State, Kansas, Michigan, Northeastern in the US, National University of Singapore, huge, is the number one university in Singapore. So huge names because then, and this is a very, very innovative way for them to actually go in via the education route. Because then definitely with such initiative, right, providing scholarship for your people, then definitely you can have a lot of great relationships and close cement relationships with the regulators in these countries. So in the future, right, when they want to even court any of their customers to adopt them as their payment network, the chances of them saying yes, definitely much, much higher. Very great job, right, on XRP team. Next, Binance wants Ripple's XRP as a partner in the future as well. So in a live stream by Changping Zhao, Binance CEO and founder, very popular guy, right? He has confirmed that although they are not a priority right now, that in the future, they will definitely want to add XRP as a partner. That means they're going to use XRP for their global funds transfer. And don't forget, Binance is on a global spree of expansion as well because every exchange is going through that way because that's really the only way to grow your volumes and your revenue and your profit. Because if you just continue to be stagnant, nothing will grow. And especially in such a bear market, your current customer base will not give you the kind of revenue and the growth you need. So you really need to expand your reach, right? Of course, in business, you can either expand your reach or you can deepen your penetration of existing base. But remember, in such a bear market, your existing base will be really exhausted. So the only way is to really grow outside. BitTorrent partners with Coin Payments to launch support for native BTT token. So BitTorrent has now announced that their native token, BitTorrent token, will be now supported on Coin Payments crypto payments gateway. And this is to allow the customers of BitTorrent, which is a file sharing platform, to pay for their service using their own token, BitTorrent token as well. Although they already can choose among other tokens like Tron, Bitcoin, and Binance Coin. Tron is the owner of BitTorrent, so of course. Now, Bitcoin, of course, is the number one coin. But why Binance Coin? I noticed that, right? I noticed that Justin Sun, who is the owner of Tron project, has a close relationship with Changping Zhao. But after all, Tron was the main sponsor for Binance Blockchain Week in Singapore. And now, Binance Coin is also accepted on BitTorrent network. So this will definitely increase usage of Binance Coin. And well, I guess no surprise because after both of them are from China, right? And I believe both of them also have very close relationship with Jack Ma. Justin Sun was a student of Jack Ma actually. And this is just amazing, right? For I think Chinese. So again, China is very interesting. They have so much of their individuals very, very active on crypto, but yet they are not friendly to crypto. So it's just a matter of time before that they are going to do that. Huobi 100% volume increase in 2018. So Huobi, again, they are originated from from China, but because of the not friendly environment that they have moved to now headquartered in Singapore, they have seen 100% growth in their volume in 2018 versus 2017. And they have expanded their operations very fast in 2018, and I think that's how they have seen such rapid growth. But it's interesting to see what is their January volume, 2019 volume compared to December, because other exchange as reported by their has all reported a 40 to 50% down. And I believe it will be the same for Huobi. But that's just how the market is. So the only way to grow is really by expanding your reach. Next, state-issued digital currencies can squeeze banks, said South Korea Central Bank. So I haven't reported really in last few days on this news because last few days was just that South Korea Central Bank saying that they are not going to issue any central bank digital currency. But today's news is very significant, and that's why I chose to report it, because now they give a reason of why they are not going to issue a central bank digital currency. They say that basically because if they do, people will want to use that central bank digital currencies and not use the current account or demand deposits of banks. And then it will lead to mass withdrawals of the funds from banks. And then banks will experience a liquidity crunch, and that will then they have to increase interest rates, and then loans will be very hard to obtain by people and companies in Korea. This is key because, right, that means that the Central Bank of Korea recognized that digital currencies like Bitcoin is a competition to their banking system. And this just gives so much legitimacy to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, right, as a viable banking system now. So you can be your own bank. And, that is not subject to censorship, right? Or also you can be your own bank because now you can have your own private key. You can also have 24/7, right? You're not also subject to issues, problems, and inaccessibility of your funds, like what happens in Wells Fargo, right? You cannot use your credit card, cannot use your debit card, cannot pay, cannot check your balance, cannot do anything. You don't even know whether your balance is correct or not. So that is very key, huh? And next, we have last one is a scam. So everyone be very careful about giving out your details and also sending bitcoins on the web. That really someone's impersonating Bitcoin futures platform Bakkt to raise money. So on Wednesday night, CoinDesk team that they received an email saying Bakkt news and directing people to a platform website called backplatform.io, saying that they are going to raise second round of funding, right, and ask people to give the details, right? And this is, I went on the website today, it's been archived now, but this is what some of the website says. That say they're going to be launched on March 12, saying the first round of funding that they already raised 182.5 million, and now second round that they're going to raise from anyone. But the next point is interesting because if you read this Bakkt, it is such broken English, and even the first line, Bakkt, this an open, seamless global network, is again a broken English. That ought to tell you that something is not right? And this is exactly the problem. They have so much problem with this that, people might just trust it. But first of all, Bakkt has not announced any official launch date because they're still waiting for approval. No one knows yet when because government shut down and they have a lot of backlog to resolve. So no launch date. And then Bakkt will never, such a big organization, will never seek a website and ask for donations or funding like this. This is just ludicrous, right? Yeah, and they ask for people to send them money through like that. It's just ridiculous. So please be very careful about sending money online, right? No such thing will happen, especially Bakkt is such a big firm, such strong backers anyway behind them already, right? They have the New York Stock Exchange owner, right? And they also have a lot of institutions, including Li Ka-shing, who is the richest man in Hong Kong, invested in them. So why would they seek from everyday people like, just like you and me? Yeah, so again, be very careful and hope you're having a great day. If you like this, please like, subscribe, and share this around. Yeah, because we do need the awareness to be growing in this space. And thank you so much for watching and hope you have a great day. God bless. And for the new subscriber, thank you so much for your support.